Hi everyone, and thanks for joining me for another week with Mirree's Dreamtime Messages. I hope you had a wonderful week last week. We drew some really cool cards with Koala and Baby I am allowing, the Ancestral Bee I am grateful, and the Currawong I am empowered. So I hope you had a wonderful and uplifting and inspiring week with these three animals. The week is going to be starting the 11th of May and running until the 17th of May. And so how was your week last week? Did you find you had some sharing with others that you were wanting to do in order to allow yourself to be completely supported by life? And that was the message of the Koala and Baby. And the Ancestral Bee was helping us to balance out our life and any painful experiences we've encountered from the past, and letting ourselves know that we can feel grateful in our lives when we can balance out any pain that we experienced when we grew into an adult, and thinking about maybe simple pleasures from the past, maybe even from your childhood, or maybe from certain times in your life where you could go back to in order to experience the simple things in life, so that you could overcome any adversity that maybe you were going through this week. And the other card to do with the Currawong was letting us know that it's important that we move past any painful experiences from the past, so that we can become empowered again and experience happiness again. If maybe we haven't experienced happiness before, or maybe we haven't experienced a time where we've felt empowered before, and so that's all right. We can still allow ourselves to be to maybe feel any pain and let it pass through ourselves, so that we can then move on to something better. And so have you been finding that you've been working through a lot of situations or experiences that maybe you've felt like have been holding you back from experiencing more joy and experiencing more fulfillment and maybe experiencing more positivity in your life? And so it's not always easy to allow painful experiences to move through our body and move through our system. It can be overwhelming and challenging at times, but it's not something that we have to do all at once. We can just do it a little bit at a time and just take baby steps, and this will just help any feelings of being stuck, or maybe any feelings of negativity, or anything that you feel like maybe that you've been hanging on to from the past, that's been affecting you in your body. And so but the animals are always guiding us, and the Holy Spirit to become a better version of ourselves. And I want to also welcome everyone that's new to the channel, and thank you to all my subscribers, and thank you to everyone that's been following me, all my return subscribers as well that are coming to my channel every week. It's almost my name is Mirree, and I'm a contemporary Aboriginal artist, and in my usual practice I normally paint up to 50 to 100 paintings every year. Started a new series at the moment, and I'm started actually another brand new painting. So you maybe would have seen, if you've been following my social media channels, then you would have seen that my new latest painting is coming up and this week. And so yeah, I mean, it's going to be, I'm actually in Australia, so I don't know where a lot of you are in the world, but I am actually here in Australia. We're going to be experiencing winter very, very soon. So it's starting to get so cold. It was like -0 degrees the other day. So yeah, very, 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 very cold. And you know, it even snows here where I am. So yeah, this is not my hometown, but in my hometown it's usually like about 10 degrees hotter actually. So sorry about that. So it's been taking me a long time to get used to the cooler weather here where I am, even though it's such a beautiful place to visit any time of the year here. And so yeah, but I just want to welcome you all and thank you for your time and energy and spending you know, your precious energy here on this channel at Art by Mirree community, where I upload videos every Sunday, Monday, and most days during the week. But you know, it's always good to know also if there's any videos that you're wanting to have listen to more. I know that you guys are wanting more videos to do with my paintings, and I'm putting more of those on. But I was wondering, do you guys, I remember doing some affirmations a couple of years ago. I can put some new affirmations on. That's one topic that I can do. I can do meditations is another topic that you guys may be interested in, and also just more progress, just more like inspiring content that's to do with maybe relaxation, how you can you know, help your body to relax more, especially if you're going through a lot of changes at this time. So I've actually got one of those videos coming up this week. A couple of weeks ago I uploaded a video that was to do with relaxation through an ancient healing technique, and so I did that a couple of weeks ago. But I've actually saved one which I was supposed to upload this week, but I didn't get a chance, so I'm going to upload it this week. And it's to do with relaxation again in your body, relaxing your shoulders and relaxing your neck and any tension that you're feeling. And so yeah, I'll upload that one, so that look out for that one this week. And also more progress on the new painting is coming up as well. And yeah, I would love to, please give me your feedback in the comments section. I always like hearing from you guys. And so yeah, let's get into it and see the 3 animals that are going to be coming up this week, guiding us and guiding us on our journey towards healing ourselves and towards being more in touch with our inner self and our inner spirit. And you know, and being more, and when we can be in touch with our inner spirit and our inner self, then we can have greater control over our lives. We can take back our power from situations that haven't been serving us. And sometimes we don't really even realize that that's happening, because we're just like, sometimes you know, we can be like robots, just keep going and keep going, and we don't really even stop and realize what's actually happening here. What am I actually feeling? Am I feeling okay with myself? Am I feeling happy? Am I feeling inspired? Because that's all the, you know, feelings that's all the feels that you want to feel, you know, in order to be completely filled up and completely fulfilled in yourself and in your life. And you know, so yeah, this is what I'm wearing actually. one of my ancestral butterfly scarves. I actually haven't never made this one available for sale yet. It's something that I've been wanting to do for a long time now, but I'm hoping I can do it into the future. You know, the dragonfly ones that I had completely sold out actually, and so yeah, being the next ones that I wanted to kind of list was the butterfly and there was another one, but I can't quite think of it right now because yeah, it's been I've been feeling really tired lately actually. So yeah, I don't know how you guys have been feeling, but that always seems to happen as winter is coming on, because the chill is like just snow chill, like so cold. So yeah, and it's already started, even though we've still got a number of weeks left until winter officially starts. It is already winter now here. So yeah, gosh, golly gosh. And so yeah, well, let's see the animals that are going to be guiding us this week. It's always get excited when when I get the I Am Empowered card, because it's letting me know that I may be you know, having a loop where I'm stuck on things from the past, and so that card and the Kurrawong's always a reminder to reminding me that I can go beyond painful experiences from the past, because when I do, then I'm opening up to new possibilities that are actually allowing me to experience something different this time. And so yeah, I don't know if you've ever had an experience, if you've, you know, we've all kind of had, you know, pretty painful experiences at some certain point in our life, and so sometimes we can get caught up in the negative loop of that, and we just it can become a habit actually. And so you know, it's so good when you can catch yourself out from doing that, because you know, it's like, okay, we know that we've experienced that, and we know that this is not going to be like that again, because we're allowing ourselves to recognize that that no longer serves us, and maybe we're just needing to let go of anything that kind of, if maybe it's coming back to us time and time again, maybe there's just some painful emotions that we need to release, and so they could be to do with any trauma that you felt at that time. So just give yourself permission to let it go, maybe through a meditation or quiet contemplation, and then say to yourself, I'm now ready to move on to a better experience, so that I can and a new experience, so that I can have a new beginning, where I'm experiencing more joy and more happiness and more emotional fulfillment inside. And so yeah, and I just yesterday actually I saw like a flock of the Kurrawongs. I think there was about 10 of them, you know, a smaller flock, fly over my house. And so yeah, that was pretty cool. They usually live in the woodlands, and some of the places there's a place downtown actually where there's a family that lives downtown as well, the Kurrawongs. But let's move on and to our messages for this week, starting the 11th of May and running until the 17th. And I just want to let you guys know that most of the moon cycle that's we're going to be experiencing this week is the waning crescent moon, and the waning crescent moon is about surrendering, so that will be running on from Monday until Saturday. So yeah, we don't have much movement this week, and you've got your 100-page booklet here and your 36 glossy cards. So yeah, it's going to be a time where we can let go and surrender to the goals that maybe that you're not able to control right now. And so there's nothing that you need to do other than surrender to the idea that your dreams will come about for you. Allow yourself to breathe and give up any resistance that you feel in relation to your dream. And just saying something as simple as, if you're not believing, maybe saying something as simple as, I believe in the possibility of this happening. You know, that softens it a bit. And so, you know, it's a great, this time period is also a great time for rest, rejuvenation, recharging and recuperating, and it lasts for approximately 7 days. And then we've got the new moon on the Sunday, which is a good time for meditation and starting over again. And so every week I cleanse the cards with sacred wood, and you can use white sage or eucalyptus leaves. I also use eucalyptus leaves today as well. And I also cleanse myself. Ask the Holy Spirit to please guide us this week and the animals that will be coming out. And the first one that we got is with dolphin, which like basically popped right out. I am aware with dolphin when I understand my deep connection to nature. I allow myself to open up and merge with the healing life force of creation. And so you know, dolphin is helping us this week to tap into the healing life force of creation. And you know, like, your way of doing it could be very unique. Way that I do it is through my paintings, and so when I get the messages and I feel the messages and the healing that comes from the messages, then I'll put it into my painting, and also put the spiritual story that comes with it as well, so that you can go really deep within the message for yourself and how it relates to you. But you know, everyone's different how they experience this kind of energy and healing, and that's how I experience it, because I get a certain amount of healing and messages when I go into nature. You know, I was thinking the other day that you know, that I was saying that I was going into nature twice a week. When actually I go into nature basically 5 to 6 times a week. See, that's why sometimes I don't even realize what I'm doing. It comes so natural. So yeah, that's how many times, and I didn't realize until I was counting it, you know, over the weekend, because I do my videos every Sunday. And I was thinking about this, and I'm like, gosh, that's like 3, 4, 5, that's 5 times a week. So it's basically like a minimum of 5 times a week. So the dolphin is considered one of Earth's most intelligent creatures. There's absolutely no separation between the dolphin and us humans. It has impeccable self-awareness and can travel up to 55 kilometers per hour, and this impeccable self-awareness allows them to understand important features about its surrounding environment. This includes the use of sonar ability, and the reason I put this self-awareness in to do with the dolphin is because this is something that we can have, and we may not have this self-awareness very deeply at all, and others of you may have it extremely deeply, and others of you may only have a little bit of self-awareness. But you know, we can develop this self-awareness through different learning of courses that help us to connect to nature more, or just going into nature and feeling and observing the sensations in your body. And so yeah, we all have different levels. I know for me, my self-awareness is pretty extreme, because I connect this to my experiences when I go into nature, and then I document those experiences, and then that gives me the tools to be more self-aware and go into deeper places within myself that I can then also share with you guys. And so yeah, this information is in the guidebook that I when you buy your Dreamtime card deck, it comes with a little booklet, and so you can follow along every week. So there are many patterns and intricacies within nature that we are yet to understand. Allow your heart to be open to learning more about this. And so it's through the movements and the cycles within nature that we mimic our own cycles within ourselves, and that are connected to nature, and the merge with the movements and cycles within nature. And so the action step this week is to read more books, study more topics, attend workshops that will enable you to learn more about nature and the universe for a better understanding. The healing force of creation is a powerful energy that you will benefit greatly from. You could be feeling destruction, hurt, blocking of your spiritual path during this time through negative experiences, but you can always turn that around by focusing on the heart of creation and having that feeling that you can sense about you to do with your connection with nature and your deep soulful knowledge through any topics that may interest you to deepen yourself more about nature. And so I think can you hear my little ones in the background? So let's have a look and see the second animal that's going to be guiding us this week in our quest to become more self-aware and to become more connected with nature. And more empathy for ourselves and nature as well. And so, let's see the second card that's going to be coming out for us this week. And you know, if you work in a really busy environment at work, or maybe your home life is very busy, you know, I find that doing cleansing every day is really helpful, keeping your energy nice and clear and keeping your energy clean. And so, whoa, the next card that we pulled out is with the white cockatoo. I am living. When I let go of my past, I experience life again the way it's supposed to be. I'm happy to be alive and living. This is kind of like the rebirth card as well, like when you're feeling like you're wanting to purge all the old from the past in order so that you can bring more light into those areas and have more experiences that are away from the past. Like for me, I had such a really heavy past when I was fairly young. I actually went through a lot when I was even little, so experienced a lot when I was little, but also when I went into my teenage years, I went through like basically hell and back. And so yeah, so like pulling a card like this is like a reminder about that we can experience life again when we let go of that past. It's like having a new life. It's like what God says to do with you know, he the water of life helps us to be born again in a new life in a new way. So like when we have a look at this one in the guidebook as well, allow your soul to come into the light by shedding all old beliefs, aspects, doubts and fears you may have about yourself. And it's also like a snake shedding its old skin as well. You know, when we maybe have a past that is really, really being bad, or really you just feel like you can't go back to it. It's like you purge your friends, the location you live. It's like you can't really go back to. It's like a whole lifestyle that you need to just get away from. And I understand this because I've had to do this myself. I've had to move away from my hometown completely and, you know, disassociate from the people that I used to associate with and everything, and just start over again somewhere else. And so, but not only that, I've done that more than one time, not because I needed to, but because I wanted to, and I just didn't feel like I was getting where I wanted to go. And so I also felt like I was just trying to find something. And it wasn't until I actually moved here in 2013 that I actually stopped traveling. I was actually traveling and moving to different places like every year, basically, so many times a year. So yeah, I can really understand how it is when we have those heavy burdens from the past that we no longer want to, not that we no longer can actually tolerate. Like our soul is yearning and craving for something more, for something deeper, for something that's more fulfilling. And so yeah, I really felt that way when I was doing that. And you know, it's about also awakening to the true potential of your light and soul so you can be born again. And so it's time to break free from the past. Are you ready for a rebirth and awakening to the new? And this can happen at any point in time. So, you know, you're welcoming a new beginning by shedding aspects of the past that have been heavily weighing you down. You're about to awaken through a rebirthing of a new you. So be ready. And so the action step this week is today you're concentrating on the very things that are bringing in the happiness to your life as a key to make life worth living. It's a feeling that only you have, and it's a feeling and only you have the key and the answer to this most important question. Is it important? Is it something creative that you're working on? Perhaps a relationship that is currently fulfilling your needs? Whatever it is, take note of this happiness. It could be the key to your future happiness. And so sometimes when we become lost, when we're going through these kind of situations, you know, we can actually easily bring ourselves back by asking this simple question, such as, you know, what is making me feel happy at this time? You know, that is a simple question. So, you know, your future happiness could be the key to what's currently making you feel happy at this time. So it's not rocket science, you know, it's very, very simple. And sometimes it's so simple that we don't even notice it because we're so used to being caught up in drama, or we're so used to being caught up in situations that don't serve us, or situations where our mind has to break something down and we don't understand, and we just don't get it. So, or you know, our mind makes something more complex than what it actually needs to be, or we're overthinking all the time about this and that and the rest of it. And so yeah, it's really important to notice when those things are happening and just to bring yourself back, and by allowing yourself to sit inside, by bringing your mind, your ego down into your heart so that you can be operating on both levels and allowing your heart to tame your mind. So today is about concentrating on those very things that are bringing in the happiness to your life. So you could be feeling like you're living in the past, you could be feeling frozen, or you're denying as a negative experience to do with this rebirth. So you can always turn that around by allowing reminding yourself that you're making a karmic release. And you know, karmic releases can weigh really heavy on ourselves, on our body, and on our mind and our emotions, when there's something that's karmic that we've experienced that's been heavily weighing on us. I've gone through a lot of karmic relationships and experiences from the past that have really heavily weighed me down, which I thought was, you know, how love or is supposed to be experienced, but it wasn't. And so, you know, sometimes we have to experience a lot of the negative in order to get to something that is better. And so, you know, also the positive is making a new beginning, and also the other positive is awakening to yourself, awakening to the new you, awakening to the real you, awakening to getting to know yourself better, awakening to the things that you love, awakening to what makes you happy, awakening to yourself, letting go of those experiences that have been heavily weighing you down, and so on and so forth. And so let's have a look and see the solution card that's going to be coming up this week. The cards are a bit happier this week. I hope that everybody feels happy this week. It's all that we could ask for. And just as an undertone, you know, just really try to understand what is making you happy this week, okay? So I want to know in the comments section, guys, what is the very thing that's making you happy this week? I really want to know. I want to hear from you guys. Okie doke. Okie dokie. Now, this is our solution card. Wow, we haven't got this one in such a long time. This makes me happy and very, very excited for you. I am confident with Snakehead Turtle. When I share my emotions openly, I experience growth, which leads to unlimited opportunities for me to shine. Wow, this is really great. So this is confirming that you are actually going through an emotional experience during this time, which is leading to emotional growth and emotional power within yourself. You know, another exercise actually, which is probably going to be a good one to do on this channel as well, is taking back your power. You know, this is maybe something that you can do actually every day, or at the end of every day, or at the start of every day. It's a good habit to get into, because sometimes we can give our power away, and you know, that is just so disempowering for ourselves. But let's have a look at the turtle. Yay, we got the turtle. Some really happy cards. I also encourage everybody to take a look at my turtle paintings, and I'm going to leave the link in the description box, because this is something that you could really work on to do with your inner power by working with turtle medicine and reflecting on the meaning behind turtle. And the turtle is also in the Dreamtime card deck in the little booklet that I've got here. And also, when you purchase an original painting or an artwork, you also get the spiritual story as well. And you know, this can help you to go deeper within the message of the turtle. You are swimming through an emotion of experience that will ultimately result in the development and growth of your soul. Trust in this process and let your emotions be your guide in the understanding of this power that lies deep within you. Allow yourself to recognize the true value of this power by coming out from underneath your shell, and let it shine to be your greatest gift to the world. Don't ever be ashamed to acknowledge and share the wisdom of your true feelings. It can feel scary at times when you want to share your emotions with others, but it's not scary if you can find somebody that you trust to share your emotions to. And so you know, working on your emotions slowly can be something that is going to be highly beneficial, and you know, one step at a time, because you know, you're always going to win when you share your emotions, even if it's somebody that doesn't respect you, because then you can go, I'm not sharing with that person ever again. So it's a win-win for you, because you can say, oh well, I'm not sharing with them ever again. But if you come across someone that you can share with, it's like, I can share with them, I can trust that person, and this, has helped me to gain something for myself, gain something for my soul. And so it's worth the risk of putting yourself out there. So you're currently going through an emotional experience which will result in the development and growth and strength of your soul. So when you listen to your emotions in action step this week, because I've got to go now, it's getting too long, when it's 35 minutes already, when you listen to your emotions in relation to something that could be troubling you right now, you become more confident. So honor this part and give back to yourself during this time by using water to relax your mind, body and soul. Get in touch with a body of water in nature or at home to unwind anything you feel ashamed or scared of, or that maybe that you even want to release, and have trust in this experience. On the negative, you could be feeling scared or ashamed or powerless, but if you allow yourself to continue this way in the negative, then those emotions will only get stronger, and then when those emotions get stronger, the experiences outside will get stronger as well. And so that's why it's important that you listen to your emotions and you're gentle with yourself, and that you will allow the emotions to pass through as well, and don't let them bank up. And so the positive is you are powerful, you are emotional, and you are confident. And we are all like this, whether you're male or female. And so we all have these amazing emotions that we experience, like water through our body and mind, giving us out those signals to help us every single day about what's happening in our life and what is empowering us and what is bringing us confidence and what is not bringing us confidence. And whatever is bringing us confidence, we want more of that, and whatever is not bringing us confidence, we don't want anything more to do with that. So yeah, these are the 3 cards that we drew out this week. With Dolphin, I am aware, letting us know that you have a deep connection to nature, and so allow yourself to open up and merge with the healing life force of creation. And the other card we got is White Cockatoo. I am living when I let go of my past. I experience life again the way it's supposed to be. I am happy to be alive and living. You are having a rebirth or awakening this week to something in particular that's going to bring you a lot of happiness and power. And I am confident with Turtle. When I share my emotions openly, I experience growth, which leads to unlimited opportunities for me to shine. So trust yourself this week and be gentle with yourself, because you're having an awakening and a rebirth of the old. So you're purging out the old and bringing in the new, and this is making you confident because you're being able to understand more about what's making you happy. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and don't forget to hit the subscribe and notification button, and I'll see you guys next week, and I look forward to hearing from you. Stay tuned for some more awesome videos coming up on Mirree's channel and community. See you guys, see you next week, bye.